Sacred Geometry Living, simply put, is transformational image consulting. It's a way to wear your inner beauty and power on the outside by harmonizing color, shape, texture, and your personal style to the energy of the clothing and accessories and pretty much everything that you surround yourself with. I'm Teresa Schley Valenzuela, founder of Sacred Geometry Living. I've been studying color and sacred geometry since about 2000, and I've been studying personal growth, human potential, and spirituality for a little over 3 decades now. I'm constantly inspired by how transformational this work is simply by changing the way that you dress. When you dress for your unique energy category, you look and feel 10 times better. You appear 10 times more radiant, and you also appear more credible, approachable, and more friendly. Now, the first step to figuring out which energy category you are is to do a quick and easy energy reading, and that only takes one photo. One of the most exciting aspects of this work is the fact that it allows you to shop consciously and live sustainably. When you shop within your energy category, you shop consciously and you only buy the items that resonate with you. So what happens is you automatically consume less, and that is how you support the planet. In this video, I'm going to go in depth into one of the energy categories so you can get a sense of how the system works and also how the categories work with each other. As I said, this is high vibrational, transformational work. So if you're looking for a fun and easy way to express the most radiant aspects of your true, unique inner self, Sacred Geometry Living is for you. Please visit the website to learn more about the energy reading and also to find out more about our online course. And remember, when you shop in your unique energy category, not only are you doing the best for yourself, but you're also helping the planet by shopping consciously, living sustainably, and consuming less. And that's how you give the planet a hug. Hello, gentle energy, and welcome to Sacred Geometry Living. I'm Teresa Schley Valenzuela, founder of Sacred Geometry Living. This video is going to give you a brief overview of gentle energy and what it's all about. If you want to know more, you can also visit the website. And we also have an online video course that will give you much more in-depth information. So there are 4 categories in Sacred Geometry Living. There is light energy, which is represented by the air element, gentle energy, which is represented by the water element, fiery energy, which is represented by the fire element, and sleek energy, which is represented by the earth element. I'm sleek energy in this system. So I like to start off this discussion talking about prime directive. So let me read the definition because I don't have it memorized. So the prime directive is the unconscious energetic guiding principle that drives conscious behaviors and movement. So in essence, the prime directive is another way to say it is how you do anything is how you do everything. So your prime directive is literally what you are. When it comes to Sacred Geometry Living, it's about how you were when you came into the planet, okay? It's more about what you are than who you are. So your energy category does not change over time. So if you think about it, you really came into the earth as a unique being, and this energy category reflects that. So the prime directive for gentle energy is what if. Now, what does that mean exactly? Gentle energy always wants to know more. They're going to be, one of the ways that you can tell if you're dealing with a energy person is if they're asking a lot of questions. They have to know. They have an innate need to know. And the reason for that is because they are the connectors of the world. They thrive by being connected. So they want to get in there and know every little thing about the situation. And part of the challenge that comes along with that is they take, in most cases, not all cases, but in most cases, they tend to take longer to do things than other people do. So like light energy and fiery energy are just going to get in there and start moving stuff around. Gentle energy is going to say, wait a second, let's take a step back, ask a bunch of questions, do a bunch of research so that we know we're making the right decision. They're very focused on safety too. So that's one of the reasons why they ask questions, because they need to know, is it safe? And if it isn't, how are we going to make it safe before we move forward? So you definitely want gentle energy on the team. Okay. Now their movement is really like this, like they're very methodical and it's a flowing movement. They're very methodical. That's why we call them gentle energy. And their movement is like this. So it appears slow as opposed to light energy, which is kind of like this. Sleek energy is boom, point A to point B. Gentle energy is going to just be persistent and asking questions and flowing along with things. So again, that's really their energetic instinct. Their prime directive is what if. They're always going to know what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that. So they're going to be asking themselves questions or asking you questions, right? Their energetic instinct is to be methodical, is to be persistent. And they are persistent. They can, if you think about it, they're the water element. And the water element is what carved the Grand Canyon. So water can be a nice bubbly brook, but also over time, that water carved the entire Grand Canyon. So they're good at gathering details and making connection. They have a very strong urge to stay connected to things. Some gentle energy people are good connecting with people. Some of them are good at connecting with data. Some of them are good at connecting with animals. So it really depends on who they are and what they're doing, but they're always going to be connected to something. So my experience as a sleek energy person is I sometimes have trouble staying connected. So it's good for me to be around gentle energy people because they're great at maintaining connection. So it just helps me live a more balanced life. And that's something to think about. Now, they unconsciously express from the yin aspect. And what that means is, so again, for light and fiery energy, they're like boom, 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 do, 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 do. I'm doing things. And that's more yang, right? They're just out there. But gentle energy holds back in a moment of reflection, in a moment of stillness. They're pulled back before they move forward. That pulling back, the stillness, is the internalness of them. That is from the yin aspect. So that's from men and women. That doesn't mean that it's bad if you're a man, okay? But many times gentle energy men have they're more in touch with their feminine side, and that's fabulous, especially if you're a fiery energy woman who's out there, running yourself crazy and connecting in a romantic way, or really in any way, in a work setting even, or some other type of setting. Connecting with a gentle energy man is a good balance for a fiery energy woman, because a gentle energy man is going to have a calming presence and going to help pull things back when they need to be pulled back. So that's just one example. Every energetic category has their gifts and challenges. So for gentle energy, they're great at making connections. As I said, they're great at connecting systems and people, which is a beautiful thing. And they also bring a sense of nurturing and safety. So they're the kind of people that no matter what's going on, you just feel safe around them. You feel nurtured around them. It's not even who they are, it's what they are. It's just the energy that they bring to the table. So they don't even necessarily need to do something. You just feel safe and nurtured when they're around. Now, some of the challenges they have is they can be passive aggressive. And, we've all dealt with passive aggressive people. And when I say the words passive aggressive, they generally have a negative connotation. It's not necessarily negative. If you think about it, it's just that in their aggressiveness, they're going to be passive. In their forcefulness, they're going to be gentle. So they're not the kind of people that are going to get right in your face. They're going to kind of come around to the side to get what they want. So not necessarily a bad thing, but could be a bad thing. Sometimes you just need to be direct, and gentle energy, more often than not, has an issue with that. So the times that it's time to be direct, gentle energy sometimes needs to get a little bit internal fortification to be more direct when it's required. They also can be immobilized by inaction. So because their need to know everything, their need to ask questions and move more slowly, they can often take that to the nth degree and become literally immobilized. I've seen that happen over and over and over and over again. And the worst case I've ever seen is a married couple. Both were gentle energy. They had a horrible relationship. There were children involved, and they could not stop sniping at each other and doing all these underhanded passive aggressive things that were clearly affecting their children. But because they couldn't make a decision, file for divorce. They both of them wanted the divorce, but neither one of them could take the action. They did so much damage to themselves and to their children because of their inability to act. So for gentle energy, they sometimes need to really dig deep and say, this may be scary, but I've got to make the decision. I've got to make the cut. I need to end this. I need to take decisive action. So that's one of their challenges. Their other challenge is to seize the moment. Sometimes a great opportunity passes by like a romantic interest. There's somebody great right in front of you, and gentle energy needs to do their internal work and figure things out, and they miss the opportunity. That happens in love, that happens in business. I see it happen all the time, and it's just a challenge. So again, same thing. It's just, see, every single category, just like every single person, needs to deal with behavioral modification. So for gentle energy, they need to take that step inside of themselves and go, I just got to fortify myself and make a decision, even though it's so hard. And for sleek energy, a lot of times we need just to let things go, even though that's so hard to keep things light. Light energy sometimes needs to recognize the needs of other people and not be so self-enchanted, and be more grounded and stay in one place for a minute to figure something out, follow a system. That's challenging for them. So every single category has their challenges, and for gentle energy, it's just taking action. Sometimes, even though their internal process is complete, sometimes action just needs to be taken. So when you're working on a project, the gift that gentle energy brings to the project is the ability to, they're like the safety people. So let's say we're building a house, the light energy person is going to be the visionary and think about possibility. Let's make it fun. Let's have all these cool ideas. Let's think of new and innovative ways to do it. Gentle energy is going to go, wait a minute, hold on a minute. What's the code for doing that? Why are we doing it? Is it even necessary? So they're going to be asking lots of questions. Who, what, where, when, and why? How would you do it? It's going to be a lot of discussion, a lot of questions. So the light energy and fiery energy people are going to be going, just give me a hammer and nails and let me build it. Gentle energy is going to be going, wait a minute, let's really dissect it a little bit and make sure we're safe. Make sure the foundation is set up, right? So we definitely want these people on the team. It's not like they're spoiling the party. They're a very integral part of the process. So that was just a brief overview of gentle energy. As I said, if you need more information, check out the website, and do consider the online video course where it goes really in depth about each category and also how the categories interact with each other. So it's really great information for relationships. And then you do get the energy palette that you can use really to purchase or decide on anything. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for learning more about sacred geometry living.